Versace. Everybody knows Versace. Versace, from the Versace tennis shoes to the belt to the shirts to everything. Everybody knows Versace. But what everybody does not know is where they get their designs from. The designs are actually based off of Baroque painting styles. And Baroque actually comes from the Renaissance, the Italian Renaissance to be exact. So I'm here giving you guys a small crash course into telling the difference between Renaissance and Baroque paintings. So our objectives today are going to be to demonstrate and discuss the imageries and identifiers of Renaissance and Baroque paintings. And then I'm going to conclude with how they still contribute to our society today. So let us begin with Renaissance art. Renaissance art is older, and they use horizontal lines and vertical lines within their artworks. And they like to focus their lines around the composition, which is the main figures that are within the artwork. And Renaissance painting is very, very stable. Like it is stable. It is very, very stable, very stabilized. So Renaissance painting usually starts with a focal point, and they love to make horizontal lines. And out of those horizontal lines are triangles, and they love drawing triangles. So if you can make a triangle out of Renaissance art, then more than likely it's Renaissance art. Here as well, although these figures are not triangles, it's hard to make triangles out of these figures, what one can do is make a triangle here, 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 and here. By doing this, it creates, these are triangles that are within the art. And then even if you start from here, because Renaissance art loves to mess with the lining of the heads. If their heads are aligned with one another, then more than likely is Renaissance art. Although this right here is not aligned, there still is some type of alignment there. Baroque style painting. Baroque is a very, very over dramatized art, very dramatized with flailing curtains and cloth all over the place, just flailing everywhere. But however, their compositions are all over the place and their angles are diagonal. So Baroque painting. Here's how you can tell if it's Baroque painting by looking at the diagonal lines right here, and also looking at the diagonal lines from right here. See how they're always forming where they should be forming right here. All these lines create, although this is not a triangle, this is a V. So if it's diagonal and slanted, if the figures are diagonal and they're slanted, then more than likely it is Baroque art. And they love to be very overdramatic, which you will see in our next painting. This painting here has plenty of dramaticism in it. However, as you can see, as I will show you, there's a line here, and Baroque likes to play on the shadow. They love playing on shadow. If you can find the shadows, then if you can find these shadows here along these lines, then more than likely it is Baroque art. So what to take away from Baroque? Well, what to take away from this whole experience? Renaissance technique. Renaissance has actually helped infrastructure and architecture and inspired Hollywood films and influenced health and anatomy. And so has Baroque as well. And that is the end. Thank you for listening.